Welcome back. Hopefully you guys can see us. We have had a little bit of technical issues, but it is not just me down here in Little Lara outside of Geelong. It seems to be that this is a problem now happening right across Victoria, in fact. Hopefully you can see us all.
Back up, Tonch, yeah.
Looks like it's back up. Okay, so we're back into action. We're going to get straight into it. We've had some issues with the internet, but slowly we can see our numbers starting to build up again. What we might do is we might just talk about, tonight. Craig, first of all, who have we got on tonight out of our contestants?
Okay, so we've got good question. Tonch, come back to me with another one in a minute because I've just dropped a piece of paper on the floor.
I've got it here for you guys. So Collingwood City senior player Mark O'Connell, who we caught up with just before the show. He's going to be coming on to represent Collingwood, and for Brimbank Stallions, it's Anthony Katiforis. So we've got two senior players from the two respective clubs coming on to join us later on tonight. Well, actually, not too long, only in about 5 or so minutes, they'll be joining us for the match day 4 of the Hopheads Football IQ-Quiz, and we're all looking forward to it. And everyone at home, thanks for your patience. It looks like everything's up and running now, and we're pumped and ready to go.
Yeehaw! About time everyone's back on deck. Gentlemen, we have been wasting a little bit of time through no fault of our own. It just seems to me that we're having issues left, right and centre with technology tonight. Blame it on the stormy, windy weather. And when it's windy and it's stormy, everyone gets on edge and everyone gets on nerves. But guys, what I'll do is I'll let you guys just jump away for a second. Organise yourself. We're going to go straight into the news desk, because there's a fair bit happening, a lot happening, in fact. Don't go away. You're tuning into the Football Out West show. It is episode 38, and a big shout out to our sponsors, the George Cross Football Club.
Good evening and welcome to the news desk. It's Thursday, the 27th of August 2020, and we'll start tonight domestically in Australia, where we saw the double-header semi-finals take place at Parramatta's Bankwest Stadium last night. And unfortunately for us Westies, it was Western United, a gallant performance, but bowing out 2-0 at the hands of Melbourne City, with Golden Boot winner for the A-League, Jamie McLaren, scoring from the spot, and then the result sealed by an unfortunate own goal from a corner, which was headed in by Tomoki Imai. So Melbourne City march on into the final with that 2-0 win. And in the second match of the doubleheader there at Bankwest, it was Sydney FC getting over Perth Glory, who threw the kitchen sink at Sydney in the second half, but went down 2-0. First half goals to Milos Ninkovic in the 24th and Adam Lafondre in the 28th, particularly the second one coming from a defensive mistake that cost Perth Glory a chance to succeed. So looking ahead to Sunday now, the grand final taking place at the same venue. That'll be at 6:30 p.m, Sydney FC and Melbourne City. Have you got a tip for that one, guys?
Who cares?
You're not going to put your Melbourne City top on, Tom?
Oh, no, stuff that.
No, stuff that. There's a few people told us last night you needed to burn it, so that's going to be another great show, that one. So
I've got the Melbourne City flag there. I should actually swap it over, because City did end up on top, didn't they?
But, you are very mixed up, aren't you? You've
all jokes.
Didn't you?
All jokes aside, I am parochially Victorian, so I do certainly hope that Melbourne City do win. I don't like Sydney FC. No one likes Sydney FC. Let's face it. So the heart says, Melbourne City to win it. The brain tells me otherwise. I think Sydney FC, they've got a home ground advantage or home state advantage. I think they're going to win it. I think Sydney FC. Steve?
Melbourne City on pens.
You think with your heart too much, son. You think with your heart. Craig, speaking of people who don't think with their hearts, Craig, you haven't got a heart.
I haven't got a heart. Melbourne City for me. I think they'll be. I think they'll come out winners. I'm not sure whether it'll go to extra time, Steve, but it'll be very close. But Melbourne City.
I'm always contra. I'm always contra. I don't know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? But gentlemen, 2 out of 3 say that it's going to be Melbourne City, and only 1 says it's going to be Sydney FC. I hope you're right. I hope you guys are right. Like I said, I hate Sydney FC. Don't like them.
All right. Well, I think you speak for every Victorian, Tonji. No doubt about that. Now, after
what about your best mate? So, what about your best mate, Ryan Grant?
That's the one, Ryan Mullet Grant. He's a good player, though. Must admit, he's a good player. Don't like him, but that's it.
Crack on, Steve.
Go on.
Hot on the heels of Perth Glory's elimination last night, Tony Popovic will be heading to Greece to take over relegation-threatened Greek Super League side Xanthi, where he'll reunite with former Wanderers assistant coach who he worked with there, Arthur Dials. And that club there is in an interesting position, Xanthi. They lost the first leg of their promotion relegation playoff against Apollon 1-0 overnight, and could find themselves in the second tier when Popovic actually arrives in northern Greece. So interesting decision there, but Perth Glory losing out on a top quality manager there, unfortunately, for the West Australians.
Now, an interesting story there. Tony Popovic actually is contracted for next year at Perth Glory, but he does have an exit clause. He's already had one rather unhappy stint in Europe, where Turkey, he was in Turkey, and he didn't end up getting paid for the final 2 months. So he's very keen to prove himself. And the Australian connection, as you can see there on screen, the other Australian connection is that Xanthi, in fact, has been recently bought out by the president of Sydney Olympic, Bill Pappas, obviously a Greek-Australian who knows both Popovic and what's the fella's name? The other guy?
Arthur Dials.
Dials. What sort of surname's that? I wonder if he's Greek. Dials.
Unless it's Diles.
Diles, maybe.
I've not heard the phonetic.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to be Popovic's translator, interpreter. But it will be interesting. It will be very, very interesting to see how that goes. And look, for Popovic, who's obviously got plans or dreams of coaching even higher, possibly even one day being the Socceroos coach. Dare I say, he'd certainly like to follow in the footsteps of Ange Postecoglou, who did quite well in Greece. So, watch this space. Quite an interesting turn of events there. Who, though, Craig, I'm going to ask you, who do you think now will take the reins at Perth Glory?
Don't know, Tonch, because it's come about pretty quickly, hasn't it? I don't think anybody really knew about it. So John Aloisi will put his hat in. Of course he will. John, good friend of the show, John Aloisi, shall we say? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, who, did Perth know about this before the game yesterday? I'm sure they did. Have they got somebody already lined up? Bearing in mind, guys, we've got a few months till the football season starts again, haven't we? So
What's the latest on that, by the way? Has it been pushed out to February from what I'm hearing, or what's the case there?
Not sure.
Anyone know?
No, that's we're in the dark there at the moment, but a bit of a tough time for Perth Glory. They obviously lost Diego Castro, who didn't play in the tournament for health reasons, or the what do we call it, the hub tournament that's just finished for them, but for health reasons. But it's believed that it may be the case that he had a disagreement with Tony Sage, the club owner. So, anyway, I'm sure there'll be more to be revealed in the coming months. So many disagreements at Glory. What was the fella's name? Thomas James, was it? Was that the guy's name that left Glory just recently because he had a fallout with Popovic? The striker, the English striker, can't remember his name. Wasn't really getting much of a chance, but not to worry. Next. All right, so let's move along to the information about the National Second Division that came out of the Association of Australian Football Clubs, the AAFC. And on Tuesday night, 63 NPL clubs from around Australia joined a Zoom meeting to discuss the possibilities of a National Second Division with encouragement from board members and the CEO of Football Federation Australia. The National Second Division Partner Group was formed, which will comprise at least 25 clubs with an interest in taking part in the National Second Division to finalise detailed design, modelling and criteria development, which forms the basis of consultation with football's stakeholder groups and submissions to the FFA board. The clubs heard that a number of matters are still to be finalised with the FFA in accordance with its 11 principle document, as well as other stakeholders, including, and this is a list of dot points here, the merits of a national versus a conference-based league, how promotion and relegation will be implemented from tiers below the National Second Division, the viability of a National Second Division for women, how clubs will be selected into the initial season of the National Second Division, summer versus winter alignment of the season with the A-League, and the appropriate governance and administration of the league. So there's a lot to be excited about there, and it sounds like FFA CEO James Johnson is throwing his hat into the ring to comment about it, and he's on board and he's enthusiastic. So it's all the right noises at the moment, and let's hope that the progress can keep going at full steam, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Good for football. Good for Australian football that they're having that debate, because 6 months ago that wouldn't have been on the table. So well done to everybody involved in that one.
Still a long way to go, obviously, and definitely the COVID crisis, the COVID era crisis, with the lack of finances in the sport. If that was an issue before, this is going to be magnified by 100 times, I think. But as you said, Craig, the discussion is now happening. Mark Sultana, the George Cross president, who's tuning in, he says B-League on the table, massive Zoom meeting, time to reshape Australian football. Absolutely. And Mark would have been one of those 60 club presidents or club representatives that would have been tuning into that Zoom meeting. So, look, no doubt a lot more to come out of that. I'm sure there's going to be some fair bit happening in the next few weeks, next few months with regard to that. And also, before we go on, gents, Santino Marmone, he's our legend. He's like a little bit of a reporter for us, isn't he? He comes up, getting back to that thing about Perth Glory and Tony Popovich, he makes a really good point. He says Perth still have to play Champions League, and that's happening, I think it's in October. So we talk about Melbourne Victory with a new coach, Perth Glory with a new coach. They don't really have all that much time, because in October they're going to have to get ready for their Asian Champions League assault. So we can't lose sight of that. Good on you, Santino.
Yeah, he's on the money there, Santino. I'd forgotten about that ACL myself. Yeah, good man.
He's a good,
all right,
big bloke, that dude.
UEFA Women's Champions League now. The final will be on Monday morning, our time at 4 a.m. in the Spanish coastal village of San Sebastian, beautiful little neck of the woods there, and it will feature Wolfsburg against Lyon. Lyon comprising of Australian player Matilda. Sorry, I've just completely lost my notes here. Ali Carpenter, and very exciting for her. Just moved to the club there in Lyon, so she didn't actually feature in the semi-final there when they had their 1-0 win over PSG. But who knows? Hopefully, she gets a run in the final. So very exciting to see an Aussie in a UEFA Champions League final with Ali Carpenter.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And that's it for the news, is it, guys?
Apparently.
That's it. We've got to whip through it and get into the quiz.
Yeah, we got to get
we are running late.
Yeah.
All right, we are running behind time, but we're going to, the boys are now stepping away from the screens, from the limelight. They don't like the limelight, do they? They're going to now get themselves ready for match day 4. Match day 4 tonight. Don't go away before too long. We're going to have a couple of words from our sponsors. A big shout out to Hopheads in Altona and Point Cook, who sponsor the Hopheads Football IQ-Quiz, but also to our major sponsors, the George Cross Football Club and Georgie's on Vista. Don't go away. You're tuning into the Football Out West show.
The best beer store on the west. With two stores. Shop 2, number 13 at Delphi Boulevard, Point Cook, and 78 Pierce Street, Altona. Hopheads offers one of the widest selection of local and international craft beer in Victoria. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at HopheadsAU. Hopheads, we're here for beer.
On Vista is the local bistro at Fraser Rise in Caroline Springs, situated at the George Cross Soccer Club at City Vista Reserve. You can now get takeaway Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights between 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Phone your order through on 7021 0555 between those times, or you can pre-order your meals by emailing info@georgiesonvista.com.au. But orders must be received by 5 p.m. on the day required. With Father's Day coming up, why not treat Dad this Father's Day to a Georgie's on Vista lunch? Choose from our Father's Day menu, our combo packs or our specials. All are listed on our website, georgiesonvista.com.au. Meals are to be ordered by 5 p.m. Saturday, September 5, with pickup between 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Father's Day. No orders will be taken on the day. Email your orders to info@georgiesonvista.com.au and please include your name and phone number. Get behind local business and order your next takeaway dinner from Georgie's on Vista, 46 City Vista Court, Fraser Rise, in the heart of Caroline Springs.
It's quiz time, and it's match day 4 of the Hopheads Football IQ-Quiz on the Football Out West show, proudly brought to you by our sponsors, Hopheads of Altona and Point Cook, and also our sponsors, Georgie's on Vista as well. Thank you very much for your support. Now, Craig, we're ready to introduce our 2 contestants tonight. From Collingwood City, it's Mr. Mark O'Connell, and from Brimbank Stallions, it's Anthony Katiforis. Hello, guys. How are we doing? Are we excited?
Hey, boys. How are ya?
Very good. Very good. I'll go first to you, Mark. How was the selection process for you getting to be the representative of Collingwood tonight?
It was pretty simple, really, mate. I've talked a big game for a couple of years now, and I never thought I'd actually get tested on it, but I have a lot to lose here, to be honest.
Okay, well, good on you for putting your hand up. And Anthony, the same question for yourself.
I just heard it from seeing you guys sponsoring and heard it from a word of mouth, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to represent Brimbank on here. So looking forward to it.
Very good, very good. Now, you'll see that I've actually worn a Colo jersey tonight, given that both of you guys wear black and white uniforms. So I'm just trying to fit in as well, like a chameleon. Now, Craig, should we just run through the rules before we do the coin toss and begin with the opening questions?
Let's do that. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoy the quiz, and I'm sure there is a lot of stake, because I'm sure the banter will already be starting very shortly on the comment section. So, rules for tonight will obviously start with a toss of coin. You'll then get a choice of questions A or questions B, which I've got in front of me. Each question is multiple choice. There are 10 questions in total. Each one of them are multiple choice, and there is slightly different on one question. You will get a 10-second time to think about your answer, so don't rush into it. Have a good think about some of the questions, because some of the guys over the last couple of weeks have jumped in and then realized that it's the wrong answer. So there will be a bit of music in the background for you to get when that music finishes. You give us your answer, and your first answer is your final answer. In the event of a tie, Mr. Curtin there has a tiebreaker question which he will ask, but I'm not sure it'll get to there, or if it does, it does. So enjoy it. Bit of fun, as I said, a bit of banter, a bit of fun over the next couple of minutes, and should have a bit of fun. So who's the away team tonight, Steve?
All right, so Anthony, you're in the away kit tonight. Obviously not literally. You've got your home jersey on. What colour do you guys wear for your away strip?
So it's a yellow and black we wear on our away kit.
Nice. It was quite a striking combo, that one. Now it'll be your call, Anthony. So I'm going to flip up the coin. It's going to be heads or tails.
Tails, thanks.
And we've got heads there. So Mark, you get to choose whether you would like to shoot first or go in reply.
I'll leave Anthony go first, please, mate.
Anthony,
okay, so Anthony will step up to the spot first with our Team A set of questions, and Mark will be answering the Team B set of pre-organised questions. And yes, Quag will read those ones out. He'll give you the list of possibilities and multiple choice. And you have 10 seconds to have a think about it and lock in your best answer. And do be careful. Craig does sometimes try and psych you out when you try and lock in your answers. So be prepared, Anthony and Mark.
Don't be bullied.
And best of luck, of course, as well. And enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay, Anthony. First question up for you. And the questions will come up on screen, so don't panic. As I said, which combination of colours are associated with Sydenham Park Soccer Club of Melbourne's northwest suburbs? Is it red and yellow, red and blue, black and orange, or black and yellow? Your 10 seconds starts now.
We were supposed to play him this year. I believe it's A, red and yellow.
Okay, what's your answer?
A, red and yellow.
Red and yellow is the correct answer. 1 point, and you're off the mark. Well done,
Good start, Anthony.
Sydenham Park, founded in 1987, play their league games at Keilor Lodge Reserve in Robertson's Road, Taylors Lakes. Well done. Mark, over to you. Tonch will get the questions up. Bear with us. Okay, question 1 for Collingwood City. When NPL Victoria came to halt due to the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020, which club was sitting on top of the table with a 100% win record? Was it Avondale, B, Hume City, C, Dandenong Thunder, or D, Port Melbourne? Your 10 seconds starts now.
I know it wasn't Thunder. So it's a toss-up between the other three. I'll go with Port Melbourne, D.
Port Melbourne is your answer. Is that correct? Unfortunately, it's not. It was Hume City. Hume City enjoyed wins over Altona Magic, Green Gully, Dandenong City, Melbourne Knights, and Bentley Greens. They were 5 points clear of second place Oakley Cannons with a +8 goal difference. So not off the mark with the first question. Plenty of time to go.
All right, let's go back over to Anthony for question 2. And we'll just have that one on the screen in just a moment, and there it is.
Okay. Are we ready, Anthony?
Yeah.
What shirt does midfielder Aaron Moy wear when representing the Socceroos? Is it A7, B8, C13, or D17?
I think I'd like to lock in C13. I think I've seen that one before.
Locking in C?
C, please.
Okay. Is C correct? Yes, it is. The Brighton and Hove Albion Socceroo midfielder has represented the national team on 43 occasions, scoring 6 goals since debuting in 2012. 100% record so far. And Mark, pressure's on, mate. Those boys down at Collingwood will be starting to send some comments through very shortly, I think. You don't put your game up, mate. Hey?
I'll give it a crack.
All right, buddy. Question number 2 for you. Scott Chipperfield earned 68 Socceroo caps in his career and starred in Switzerland representing FC Basel 269 times, scoring 69 goals. But while playing in the NSL early in his career, what was his part-time occupation? Was it A, a relief teacher, B, a builder's labourer, C, a bank teller, or D, a bus driver?
He looks like a builder's labourer. But a bank teller moving to Switzerland.
Ooh. Is that your answer?
I'm going to go for C, bank teller.
C, bank teller. Is that correct? No, it's not. He's actually a bus driver.
Is he?
Chipperfield played with Wollongong Wolves in the NSL from 1996 to 2001. During this time, he worked as a part-time driver on a school bus.
There you go.
So it was a little bit of a trick question. Well done, Steve, who put these questions together tonight. Obviously, put that in there. Bank teller with Switzerland, you would have put 2 and 2 together. So unfortunately,
I didn't even think of that actually, Craig.
You did. I'd have taken it, Steve. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so 2-0 it is, and it's Anthony out in front at the moment, getting a bit of support from possibly his brother there, Michael.
Yeah, there's my brothers wanting me. Yeah, he's a bit of a stirrer, so hopefully we'll see how.
In the comments there, he's got Katiforis goes bang. So he's happy with how you're going so far, I think. So we'll move on to question 3 for Anthony.
Okay. Since the competition's inception in 2014, which club has been the most successful in the history of the FFA Cup? Is it A, Sydney, B, Melbourne Victory, C, Melbourne City, or D, Adelaide United?
Tossing up between Sydney and Adelaide. Locking D, Adelaide United. I'll just go Adelaide.
Adelaide United. Is that the correct answer?
Lucky guess.
It is. 3 out of 3.
3 from 3.
3 from 3. Well done. Over to Mark for his third. Mark, with 151 caps, which player has made the most appearances for the Matildas? Is it Elise Kellen-Knight, B, Cheryl Salisbury, C, Joanne Peters, or D, Lisa Davana?
Tricky once again. I reckon Lisa Davana's played a few games, hasn't she? I'll lock in D, Lisa Davana.
Lisa Davana. Locked in. Is that the correct answer? No, it's not. It's Cheryl Salisbury. Salisbury retired from the national team in 2009 with a massive 151 caps. Currently Matilda's veteran Lisa Davana on 150 caps and needs just one more appearance to equal Salisbury's record.
It was close, but no cigar there for Mark.
No.
On that one.
I'm in trouble here, I say, lads.
So,
Well,
over to you. We'll have a bit of a quiz. And...
couple of tough questions there. I wouldn't have known. Yeah.
All right. So at this point, as is our tradition, if we can call it one, after only 4 quizzes, but if we stop and have a bit of a chat with you guys and reflect on your time at your current club, and I'll go with you first, Mark. Can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been there at Collingwood City and maybe a particular highlight from your time there?
I think I signed for the club about 4 years back. So I moved over from New Zealand in 2016, and I seen an ad on Gumtree, and literally just it was over the road near club nearest to me, and I went from there, and been 4 good years now. Like we've had a couple of years in State 3, like been quite competitive. But I think last year would be the highlight where we won the league. And although Craig kept mentioning in the Facebook comment that we were actually a State 3 club, we're actually a State 2 club.
Yeah, you actually are. So I do get that wrong.
He's usually living a year behind there, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
He is Welsh, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, but winning the league last year was definitely a highlight for the lads, and obviously we're a bit disappointed not to be able to play State 2 because we really fancied ourselves again this year to go back-to-back promotions. But obviously the COVID has put a halt to that. But yeah, good times at the club, to be honest.
And what's it like playing under Richard Bates?
Yeah, I thought that question was going to come, to be honest.
Yeah, come on, tell us what you really.
He's a good coach, mate. Like look what he's done with the club.
Really?
Took him from State 4 to State 2. You know, it's the highest the club's ever been. Puts on a good training session, but maybe a little bit too much running every now and again, I'll have to say.
Is he old school? Is he?
Oh, you know, the old British coaches are like, you lose a game, you run for the week, don't you?
Yeah, good answer.
Now, Mark, I think one of your teammates here or friends, Colm Kenny, says the beard has to go if Mark gets 0 right.
I tell you what, no, if I get 0, I'll retire from football. Let's put it that way.
Well, hopefully there'll be some nice juicy ones coming in the next 7 questions you've still got remaining. And of course, there is a 5-point question there for you to make up some points. Now we're going to move across to Brimbank Stallions there, just by the Westgate there. Anthony, can you tell us a little bit about your time there? How long have you been there? And have you got one highlight, or has the whole time been a highlight?
Well, actually, this was my first year at Brimbank this year in 2020. It's fantastic club, you know, they welcomed me with open arms. Fantastic coach as well with Andrew Marth, which I'm sure you guys are aware of, you know, he's played at the highest level. So It's been great. A highlight for this year would probably be we got to play one FFA Cup qualifier, and I believe we won. I think it was 7-0. So if I had to pick a highlight, it would probably be that. Yeah. Very good. So at least you did get to play some cup games, even though the home and away season didn't take place. And given that you had a big win, I guess Stabber was pretty calm. But have you seen him give anyone a spray yet at training? I'd imagine you wouldn't want to wind him up too much. Nah, Stabber's he's good banter around. It's always good to have a coach who's good to have a laugh with players and staff and like that. But he's good. He's just a good laugh to have, and he's a great coach. I was lucky enough to be with him when I was in my juniors at Melbourne Knights, so know stuff quite well. So yeah, very good coach. Yeah. And was it his coaching or the facility or friends that got you across to Brimbank Stallions this year? Yeah, so word of mouth, and spoke to Stubber, and like I've just heard fantastic things about the club. Like I know, for example, this year was supposed to be the first year the juniors that had an NPL license. So I know we had a lot of people come down for that, and I know they're building towards making it a more of a culture club for people to come in and leading the women's, like wanting more women to come in and play. So that's how I heard about it, and yeah, it was a no-brainer for me after I had a chat with Stubber. So yeah. Very good, Anthony. Yeah, I must say every time I go past, the facility looks better and better each time. So looks like a good place to be at the moment, and hopefully you can be back there again soon. But now it's time to move on to our fourth question each, once we can get that one up on the screen. And at the moment, it is still Brimbank Stallions 3, Collingwood City 0. So Mark's got it all to do at the moment, and we'll see if Anthony will be looking to get further ahead.
Okay, guys. Thanks for that, Steve. Which national team played their home matches at Stadion Noordwe? Is it A, Denmark, B, Poland, C, Hungary, or D, Austria?
Probably just have to be a stab again here. I don't know. I'm going to lock in, I'll just say A, Denmark.
A, Denmark is your answer. Is that correct? A bit of a pause. Mark, he's left the door open for you, mate.
Chance.
Here's a chance. Kate Nadeau has just put a comment on saying, come on, Mark, if you get 0, you have to move back to Ireland.
Jesus.
So, yeah. Yeah, they're having the right part of you today, aren't they? All right. Hopefully that won't be the case. Hopefully the next one is where it happens. Next question, question 4 for us, please, Tonch. Okay, the Estadio Daniel Alcides Carrion is the professional football stadium in which is located, at the highest altitude in the world. Which country is that? Is it A, Bolivia, B, Peru, C, Ecuador, or D, Chile?
I know Bolivia, people always say about going to Bolivia for high altitude training, so I'm going to lock in A, Bolivia.
You're going to lock in A, Bolivia. Is he on the board? No, he's not.
Peru.
It's Peru, yeah. B, Peru is the answer. It's the stadium is located in Peru. I won't even try and pronounce that. It's used by football team Union Minos, and the stadium holds 8,000 people and is the highest stadium in the world with an altitude of 4,380 meters above sea level.
Well, good logic there from Mark, but just a little bit unlucky. But I'm sure his luck will turn around soon. He'll get on the board, and now we'll go on to. We can go on to question 5 now, which for each person will be a picture question.
Okay, you've had a couple of seconds extra there to look at that, Anthony. So, which French club has this as its logo? Is it Marseille, Monaco, Montpellier, or D, Metz?
I'd like to lock in A, please. Marseille.
Marseille locked in.
He's confident.
He is confident. It was pretty quick off the mark. Is he correct? Yes, he is. He's correct. Takes a 4-0 lead. Well done. Nice, easy one for you, Anthony. That one, was it?
Yeah, I play a little bit of FIFA, so that logo just stood out to me a few times.
Very good.
Yeah, that logo there, the club has shifted several times throughout history.
Yeah.
In most versions, the letter M has been the dominant part. The text, how's my French going to be? Droit Albert has been a part of many versions of the logo, which translates in English to right into the goal.
There you go. Well done, Stato.
Oh, stolen Tonchi's nickname.
You have, yeah. Picture number 5 for now. I am going to say on record that if he gets this one wrong, he has to go to Ireland and shave his beard off. Mark, which English club is represented by this logo? Is it A, Bristol City, B, Everton, C, Portsmouth, or D, Shrewsbury Town?
I've got a good mate. He's a massive Pompey fan. So if I got that wrong, I would shave the beard off. It's definitely C, Pompey.
Is that correct? What do you reckon? Oh, sorry, guys. He's staying and his beard's staying. So,
how does it feel, Mark? You feel relieved?
I can't believe it's a Pompey question as well, man. My mate's going to be in bits.
Fantastic. Yes, it features a star and crescent that harks back to Richard I. It's said that Richard granted the city a crescent of gold on a shade of azure with a blazing star of 8 points, which he himself stole from capture in Cyprus.
There you go.
Seems like a load of nonsense to me, but right. Question 6. So this
Are we
one,
going to pause for a commercial break, or we're carrying on?
No, we're going to break. We'll have a little break. Guys can have a get some Powerade into them, get a bit of a rub,
Get
and
the energy gels and the deep heat. Yep.
George's on Vista is the local bistro at Fraser Rise in Caroline Springs, situated at the George Cross Soccer Club at City Vista Reserve. You can now get takeaway Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights between 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Phone your order through on 7021 0555 between those times, or you can pre-order your meals by emailing info@georgiesonvista.com.au. But orders must be received by 5 p.m. on the day required. With Father's Day coming up, why not treat Dad this Father's Day to a Georgie's on Vista lunch? Choose from our Father's Day menu, our combo packs or our specials. All are listed on our website, georgiesonvista.com.au. Meals are to be ordered by 5 p.m. Saturday, September 5, with pickup between 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Father's Day. No orders will be taken on the day. Email your orders to info@georgiesonvista.com.au and please include your name and phone number. Get behind local business and order your next takeaway dinner from Georgie's on Vista, 46 City Vista Court, Fraser Rise, in the heart of Caroline Springs.
The best beer store in the West, with 2 stores at Shop 2, number 13, Adelphi Boulevard, Point Cook, and 78 Pierce Street, Altona. Hopheads offers one of the widest selection of local and international craft beer in Victoria. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at HopheadsAU. Hopheads, we're here for beer.
Welcome back to the Football Out West show. If you've just tuned in, it's match day 4 of the Hopheads Football IQ-Quiz. My name is Tonchich Prusak, and at halftime, we've got you could probably say it's a one-sided contest. Brimbank Stallions, 4 goals leading Collingwood City, 1 goal, but there are still 5 possible points or 5 goals to come in the second half. We're going to be rejoining the lads very, very shortly. And first one that we're going to be bringing on is Steve Curtin and Craig Filer. Steve, how are you? And how's things been so far in this?
Yeah, we're keeping a close eye on these 2 contestants here, Anthony from Brimbank and Mark from Collingwood City. The comment section has been going off mainly in support of them and a little bit of sledging as well from some of their friends and teammates, which is always fun to see. But at the moment, 4-1 in favour of Anthony from Brimbank. So we'll see if Mark can turn it around in the second 45 minutes here. And
how are you feeling, Mark?
I feel like there was a couple of stiff questions in there, to be honest. But you gotta roll with the punches, as they say, and just keep on going till the final whistle.
Absolutely, we've spoke about the questions over the last couple of weeks, and we believe they're quite difficult as well. But that's the idea.
Yep,
Steve,
that's right. Sorry. Yes. Okay, guys. just we'll get ready for question. What are we up to now? Question 6. Is there any fun facts going on or information going on around the club at the moment that we wanted to talk about, or any messages that anyone wanted to share? We'll go to you first, Anthony.
Messages, yeah, like I said, just speaking to the club, I think just exciting this year in terms of like their junior system. Like I said, I think having chance for our juniors to play in an NPL, it's a good experience, and also I believe good exposure for the club. And like I said, and like you said as well, Steve, the facilities there for a State League One club are really good and amazing. The social club there, the people are lovely, and really good club. And if I had to pass on anything, it'd probably just be that, yeah.
Very good, very good. Yeah, very good having NPL juniors at the club this season. Now, Mark, at Collingwood City, has there been any developments that were in the pipeline this year, on field, off field, or was there any banter just within the group chat or anyone you wanted to wind up tonight?
No. Well, there was supposed to be a women's team as well for the first time this year, which would have been good. Obviously, the women's game is growing massively across the world. So that would have been nice. And we had some new club rooms and new dressing rooms that were built towards the end of last season and over the summer. So unfortunately, we never got a chance to actually use them before the season was cancelled. So yeah, no, it's exciting times going forward for the club, and we're looking to get as high as we can in Victorian football.
Very good. Well, there's so much to look forward to for both clubs that I can see. But at the moment, we're going to just take it one game at a time. We're going to focus on question 6, which will be coming up on your screen in just a moment. And it's a Who Am I? So there'll be a series of clues. You can have a free stab at each clue without fear of being kicked out. And there's 5 points on offer if you can guess it after 1 clue, 3 points on offer after 2 clues, 2 points if you can get it after 3 clues, and then eventually it will come to a multiple choice. So we'll just work through those. You'll get a Who Am I for each of you, and we'll start first. It's with Anthony.
It is Anthony. So who am I? As Steve said, this is for 5 points. Free guess for you. I was born in Macclesfield, England in 1981.
I don't know. I'm just going to have a stab and just say English player of that age. John Terry.
John Terry. Okay. Question number 2. I debuted for England in 2005 and went on to score 22 goals for the national team. This is for 3 points.
Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch. Question number 3. I started out as a trainee at Tottenham, but without making a senior appearance there. I kick-started my career from 2000 onwards at QPR, followed by spells at Portsmouth, Aston Villa, Norwich, and Southampton.
Portsmouth, Aston Villa, Norwich, and Southampton. I wouldn't have a clue. I'm just gonna, I don't know, Heskey. I don't know.
Heskey. Okay, so for 1 point, I made a big move to Anfield, scoring 22 goals in 85 appearances. But my biggest longevity at club was achieved at Stoke City. I released a 2007 autobiography titled "Walking Tall: My Story." Is it A. Wayne Bridge, B. Peter Crouch, C. James Beattie, or D. Aaron Lennon?
I'm going to lock in C. James Beattie. It's the only one that's really popping out to me. So lock in C, please.
Should we bear in mind that Anthony?
Yeah, I was just going to say I'm actually going to put him out.
Anthony's already nailed this one, and you wanted to continue with the clues.
Yeah, so we actually let you go right to the end, Anthony, but you actually got the answer right on question number 2 when you said Peter Crouch. So for that, you get 3 points, mate. So well done. Fantastic, fantastic pick. How did you get that? What was
when you said I was born Macclesfield, England, I just took a punt at that age. And then when you said scored 22 goals, the first 2 people that stood out to me at around that age, because I know they're retired now, was either Heskey or Crouch. Hence why I said Crouch first. And yeah, I guess it was a lucky guess at the end there. It's just process of elimination.
Okay.
Well, that's a good bet because you're the first person in the Hopheads Football IQ quiz to guess the Who Am I for more than 1 point. So A very good effort, Anthony, there. So you extend your lead on to now 7-1 now, but Mark can make up some points now if he can guess his Who Am I. But no pressure at all, Mark. You just take your time and enjoy this question.
Yeah, no rush, mate. But there's a nice, easy question to start. I was born in Görlitz in 1976.
Görlitz in 1976. That sounds German. It's probably not. German. I don't know. No idea.
Nope. Do you want to
Yeah, next one, please.
Okay. Question number 2. I played in a Champions League final in 2002.
That was Bayer Leverkusen. Michael Ballack.
Michael Ballack. Question number 3. My team were runners-up in that 2002 Champions League final, and I finished second in our domestic last season with 2 points.
I think it was Bayer Leverkusen come second in the Champions League that year. So Ballack, who else was on that team? Hans-Jörg Butt, the goalkeeper, maybe?
Okay. And finally, this is where you get your answers. Also, in 2002, represent my national team at the World Cup. We finished runners-up for 1 point. Is it A, Miroslav Klose, B, Oliver Neuville, C, Carsten Janker, or C or D, Michael Ballack? And we're going to put you out your misery, mate, because we did the same for Anthony. You actually did get the question right when you said Michael Ballack. So for that, you get your 3 points as well. Well done.
Oh, I'll take that.
How about that? What a quick reply.
I needed that one.
Well done, Mark. And Anthony, 3 points each in the Who Am I? This is unprecedented time. So very good gets by both of you. So well done as we move into the next phase, which will be question 7, and it goes back to Anthony now.
All right. Question number
7-4.
Yeah. Argentina's Esteban Cabiasso played for which European club between 2004 and 2014, scoring 41 goals in 315 appearances? Was it A, Olympiacos, B, Real Madrid, C, Inter Milan, or D, Monaco?
Not sure if he played for Real Madrid. I feel like he might have, but I do remember him in a Inter Milan jersey, so I would lock in Inter Milan.
You're going to lock in C, Inter Milan. Is that correct? It absolutely is. Cambiasso won 5 Serie A titles, 4 Coppa Italias, and a Champions League with Inter. He was on the end of Argentina's stunning 24-pass move in the 2006 World Cup against Serbia and Montenegro. Well done, Anthony. Great answer.
Thank you.
That takes you to 8. Mark, just had a message from Richard Bates he's been terrible. That's good through my text. So, all right.
Let's see if Batesy knows the record appearance holder for the Matildas then.
All right. Question number 7, mate. Which countries co-hosted the Euro 2000 Football Championship tournament? Was it Belgium and Netherlands, B, Portugal and Spain, C, Greece and Turkey, or D, Austria and Switzerland?
I'm going to lock in A, Belgium and Netherlands.
Oh, I like the confidence.
Straight in with that one, wasn't he?
Yep.
Is he correct though, Steve? That's the question. How are you so positive about that one, Mark?
Just remember it, mate. That's more my time of when I was like, football was life back then, wasn't it? When I was like a teenager.
Yeah. That's when Republic of Ireland had a really good squad as well, didn't they? At that time,
we didn't qualify. We actually got beaten by Turkey to qualify for that tournament. I'll never forget that. It was a disappointing day.
But you've got a point, so you're back in. It's still in at 8-5.
I'll hang in there till the end, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got 3 questions left. So we got a Who Am I round now for both of you. Who am I? Name the striker from the pixelated image. Is it A, Oliver Giroud, B, Edin Dzeko, C, Marcus Berg, or D, Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
I think that is Edin Dzeko, so I'd like to lock in B, please.
You're going to lock in B.
There's high confidence from these guys tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe the questions are too easy, Steve. Maybe we'll have to have a look. Is he correct? Of course he is. Edin Dzeko, the 34-year-old 6'4" striker, has represented Bosnia and Herzegovina 107 times and scored 158 goals in a career that has seen him stints at Wolfsburg, Manchester City, and Roma. Another point. 9-5. Question 8. Who am I? Name this 2018 World Cup player. Is it A, Granit Xhaka, B, Stefan Lichtsteiner, C, Xherdan Shaqiri, whatever his name is, Josip Drmic?
Let's see.
It's either 10 seconds.
It's either B or D. We'll lock in B, Stefan Lichtsteiner. He played as a right back, so the number 2.
Number 2, is he correct? Yes, he is. And I'm glad you noticed that, because he was a right back. You're absolutely spot on. An attacking right back or wing back, Lichtsteiner was known for his energetic runs down the right wing, which earned him the nickname Forrest Gump and the Swiss Express. He retired from football on the 12th of August 2020. Finished his club career at FC Augsburg in the Bundesliga. Great answer, and that keeps you right in the tie with 2 questions to go. Oh, no, we got that extra one, Steve? No. 9.
We've got 2 to go each still. Yeah.
Question number 9. South Melbourne can boast having a team in the top tier of Victorian football in both the men and women's competition, NPL and NPLW. Which other club also currently fields a team in both? Is it A, FC Berlin, B, Altona Magic, C, Hume City, or D, Heidelberg United?
I believe it's the Heidelberg United. I think the Heidelberg have a women's team in the NPL. Also, I'd like to lock in D, please.
Heidelberg United, not Altona Magic?
Nah, Heidelberg, I
Definitely,
believe.
yeah. Definitely?
Yeah, definitely Heidelberg.
I'm only playing with you, mate. Good answer. Heidelberg United it is. South Melbourne and Heidelberg are the only 2 clubs that currently field a team in the NPL and NPLW. Question number 9 for Mark. Name the state league club that plays their home matches at Progress Reserve. Is it A, Mitchell Rangers, B, Bundoora United, C, Broadmeadow Stars, D, Caroline Springs George Cross?
Yeah, I'm not great with these ones, so I'll have a little stab in the dark here.
Plenty of time.
Progress Reserve. I don't think it's Caroline Springs. I'll say C, Broadmeadow Stars. Just a punt.
Broadmeadow Stars. Is that correct? If it's a punt, it's a great punt.
Is it?
Well done.
Spot on.
I couldn't get the guesses right earlier in the quiz, though, could I?
Question number 10, and the final question in the quiz for Anthony. Anthony, Western Sydney Wanderers created history, becoming the first Australian team to win an AFC Champions League when they defeated Al Hilal. In what year was that? Was it A, 2013, B, 2014, C, 2015, or D, 2016?
Can't remember what year Western Sydney came in. I think it was in their second year. I'm going to lock in B. I'm going to go with B. Maybe 2014, second year. Yeah.
You're locking in B. Is he correct? Absolutely is.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. The Wanderers won the final 1-0 on aggregate over Al Hilal, courtesy of a first leg goal from Tommy Urich in early November 2014. They were named Club of the Year by the AFC, and Tony Popovich was named AFC Coach of the Year. So that completes your round, Anthony, with 11 points. Mark, unfortunately, you can't catch up, but let's finish off on a high. With your final questions. If we'd started at question 5, mate, you'd been okay, wouldn't you?
I'm always a second half player, mate, to be honest.
Very good. Who was the last team outside the cities of Madrid or Barcelona to win La Liga title? Was it A, Deportivo La Coruña, B, Deportivo Alaves, C, Sevilla, or D, Valencia?
Trying to think now. Valencia were pretty good back in the early 2000s. Deportivo had a good team. I'm going to lock in A, Deportivo La Coruña.
Definitely, you're knocking in A, yeah?
No, I'll go D, Valencia then.
Locking in D?
Yeah.
Sure, 100%?
100%, go on.
Is he correct? Yes, he is. Valencia won the 2003-2004 La Liga title with Barcelona finishing runners-up in that season. Valencia also won the 2001-2002, while Deportivo La Coruña won in 1999 and the year 2000. So that's the end of the quiz. It turned out to be quite a tight affair in the end, but Brimbank coming home winners, 11 points to 8, Steve.
Yeah, good contest between Anthony and Mark there, with the highlight being probably the Who Am I's there, both picking up the 3 points in a high-scoring duel, 11-8. So Brimbank Stallions will march on to the next round, and Anthony will take part in that. Collingwood will bow out, and we thank Mark O'Connell for his efforts tonight. And it's Anthony Katiforis who claims the $50 Hopheads voucher, which is a great little prize from our sponsor, Hopheads at Point Cook and Altona there. So, a good local business supporting the show and providing that $50 voucher for each of these quiz nights that we do twice a week.
Yeah, fantastic. Well done, guys. How did you think it all went? How was what was your game plan before the start, Mark?
I knew there was going to be a couple of questions I would have to have a stab in the dark at. So my guessing game wasn't great tonight, but fair play to Anthony. He showed some good knowledge there on the old local football and stuff. So I wish him best of luck in the next round.
Thanks, Mark.
No worries, man.
And Mark, congratulations. Anthony, congratulations on the win. You join. I'm trying to think who we got in the next round. Sebastopol, North Geelong Warriors, and who was the other one? Steve. Sebastopol, North Geelong, and can't think of the last one was.
We'll have to bring up
North Geelong, St Albans, of course. Last week, St Albans.
That's right, St Albans, the most recent one.
Yeah, Jordan Wilkes from St.
It was only on Monday night. Yeah,
it's been a long week, mate. It's been a long week.
There's there it is. There
as we stand. So Sebastopol Vikings 6-3 winners over Williamstown. Hoppers Crossing finishing on the back end of a 9-5 loss to North Geelong, with Anthony Banovich actually getting 9 out of 10 questions correct in that one. Jordan Wilkes, senior player for St Albans, defeating Meadow Park on Monday 5-3, and of course tonight the highest scoring game so far with Brimbank Stallions defeating Collingwood. So those four go into the quarterfinals, and on Monday evening we have Barwin Soccer Club of State League 5 against George Cross of State League 1, our major sponsor of our show. So we'll look forward to that one.
Yes, it should be good. I'm looking forward to hearing who's representing Barwon, the team there from the Geelong suburb of Grovedale, against George Cross, who we speak to regularly. Mark Sultana tuning in again tonight, and of course the venue there where you can get to George's on Vista and order your Father's Day takeaway. Great sponsor of the show. So there it is. That's the upcoming fixtures to come in the round of 16 there. Barwon and George Cross, Melbourne Knights and Gorswich Bears, Altona Magic and Yarraville Glory, and to round it out, Corio and Sunbury United. Gentlemen, thanks very much for your time tonight. It's been a pleasure to meet you both and put you through your paces, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Is there anyone you wanted to give a special shout out to before we say goodnight? I'll let you go first, Mark.
Sorry, I've just seen a comment from Richard Bates, Mark, before you answer, and he said, Mark is much better on Who's Got the Tape podcast.
Yeah, so I'll give a shout out to the lads. So myself and a few mates run a little podcast called Who's Got Tape as well. So I'll just plug that podcast on your podcast if that's all right. But
no problem at all, mate. No problem.
Nah, just a bit of fun between our mates. No, but I'll give all the lads in Collingwood a shout out. I'm sure I'll get some plenty of banter over this. I've talked a big game for years. I've let everyone down on the big day, but that's the story of my life, isn't it?
And did the podcast start because you were always trying to bum tape off your teammates before the games, or?
Just my whole life, man. I've never had tape in my life, and I give a shout out actually to John Carroll. Always has tape. I think he worked with some electricians, so he's always got a bit of tape floating around. So shout out to John Carroll. I think he was a bit of inspiration behind the name to the podcast as well. So
fantastic,
very good. Thanks. And any final words from you, Anthony?
No, just like I said, my brother. Like I know he'd be watching this, so if I didn't probably get the win tonight, I know he'd be giving my life hell maybe for the next couple of days. So yeah, just lucky for that.
Okay, well, you can breathe easy leading into the weekend. Thanks very much for your time tonight. You've been great sports. Mark and Anthony from Collingwood and Brimbank Stallions. Have a great evening, and thank you for joining us.
Well done, guys.
Well, there you go. That is it. That is the end of tonight's quiz. We hope that you've enjoyed it. The Hopheads Football IQ quiz there with Brimbank going through to the next round. Tonchi, how did you enjoy that one behind the scenes there?
What did I miss, gents? What did I miss? Did I miss anything exciting? No, it was fantastic. It was. Now, I tell you what, if I was Mark, I would be peeved on two fronts, to be honest. Number one, how much slack did the poor guy cop tonight? And I reckon it was unjustified, number one. Number two, you score 8 points on the quiz and you still lose. Yeah. I mean, goodness me. Any other night, he would have romped it in. But, how good was it?
What's the chances of getting 2 questions right in that 3 points?
Yeah, exactly. You just took the words out of my mouth.
That section's been a real graveyard so far this campaign and this time round.
Yeah, but I got to issue a yellow card to Craig Filer. Keeping the guys waiting, and with those multiple point questions, they were waiting. They're answering all these questions, not realizing they've got it right.
We got to keep going, keep them testing, mate. But,
it was good, gents. It was a great effort, great job. Well done to both of you. Did an absolutely fantastic job. Let's just recap some of those scores there. We'll go through all of the games so far. We're at the halfway mark of the opening round, and there we go. Sebastopol Vikings on opening day defeated Williamstown 6-3. So there you go. Mark would have beaten even Sebastopol Vikings. Hoppers Crossing lost to North Geelong 9-5. St Albans Saints last week defeated Meadow Park 5-3. So once again, a low-scoring winner there. And look at that. Collingwood City 8 lost to Brimbank Stallions 11. Incredible stuff, isn't it? But Steve, as you mentioned, let's go through some of the games coming up in the remaining rubbers of the opening round of 16.
Yeah, as we just said, if you've just come inside now, the remaining fixtures, Barwon and George Cross, that's on next Monday. The fixtures following that, Melbourne Knights and Gospich Bears, Altona Magic and Yarraville Glory, followed by Corio and Sunbury United to round out the round of 16 matches in the Hopheads Football IQ Quiz.
And just on the next week's game, which is obviously on Monday evening due to the grand final, A-League grand final. So we've moved that to 7 p.m. on Monday evening. Taking part for Barwon Soccer Club. Steve, you asked just now who it was. It's Jordan Fletcher-Blaine, who'll be taking up the mantle there for Barwon Soccer Club. And he'll be taking on Kieran Ferrugia from George Cross Soccer Club, who I believe is the vice president's son. So I'm sure there's a bit of pressure on Jordan already to succeed. And it's, as we said, it's a State League 1 versus State League 5 clash.
Well, that's going to be awesome. We're getting into the business end of the opening round. So 4 more games left over the next 2 weeks. We will see who will get through. Once again, Barwon versus George Cross Monday, the big Croatian derby next Thursday, Melbourne Knights versus Gospich Bears. Then we've got on Sunday week, Altona Magic taking on Yarraville Glory. And then finally, last but not least, on the Football Out West show in 2 weeks' time, Corio taking on Sunbury United. Gentlemen, we've got a few days rest. What are we going to do with ourselves? We'll be back on Monday night, and until then, we'll enjoy the the A-League Grand Final without too much pressure. Not much to lose, I guess. Not much to gain.
I think most of all, thanks for everyone who's tuned in to our plethora of shows in the recent times, and we hope you can enjoy some good days off hearing our voices until Monday.
Yeah, you won't get sick of us anymore. How good is that, huh? But, gents, on that note, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Wishing you all the best over the next few days.
Great, guys.
Thanks, Tonch, and you too, mate. Stay safe in that windy weather out there.
Absolutely. Now, before we leave, folks, we do need your support. If we want to continue, if we want to prosper, if you want to see a quality show being produced week in, week out, we do need your support. It's tough times, and I have to plead with you, become a member of the Football Out West show. How? Visit the following website, www.patreon.com/Football Out West show. If you enjoy what we're giving you, if we enjoy what we're providing you, we're asking for something in return, asking you to become a member of the Football Out West show. Thank you very much for joining us, and see you all on Monday night.
On Vista is the local bistro at Fraser Rise in Caroline Springs, situated at the George Cross Soccer Club at City Vista Reserve. You can now get takeaway Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights between 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Phone your order through on 7021 0555 between those times, or you can pre-order your meals by emailing info@georgiesonvista.com.au. But orders must be received by 5 p.m. on the day required. With Father's Day coming up, why not treat Dad this Father's Day to a Georgie's on Vista lunch? Choose from our Father's Day menu, our combo packs or our specials. All are listed on our website, georgiesonvista.com.au. Meals are to be ordered by 5 p.m. Saturday, September 5, with pickup between 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Father's Day. No orders will be taken on the day. Email your orders to info@georgiesonvista.com.au and please include your name and phone number. Get behind local business and order your next takeaway dinner from Georgie's on Vista, 46 City Vista Court, Fraser Rise, in the heart of Caroline Springs.